There's a truck. It's in the river, and we got to pull it out.
Well, I was coming down the road, and I turned the wheel just enough where it dropped off the soft shoulder. I don't know how I survived it, but...
Hi, it's me, your tour guide. Oh, why'd you put the camera down? Yeah, we sunk. I don't know how we sunk so much. We sunk a solid 6 inches. And it doesn't feel squishy, so must have just found a pothole or something. Anyways, we just landed here at the Snake River near Swan Valley, Idaho. And we are on a special mission today. Guys, this one's gonna be wild. There's a truck. It's in the river. It has a trailer hooked to it. The river is flowing pretty heavy. And we gotta pull it out. I don't know how long it's been here. I think it's been a few weeks at least, maybe longer. We still don't know the whole story on it. But basically, it's something that you have to recover from the water and from the land. We have to be able to take our little jet boat to be able to dive down. We got Doug Bishop. He came back in town. You guys know that Doug is the man when it comes to anything underwater recovery related. And so he's gonna dive down, hook it up, and we're gonna winch it from the shore with a big heavy wrecker and hopefully get this thing out of the water. It's gonna be interesting because it's, like I said, it's in some deep water and the water is definitely flowing. So they're pulling up and we're gonna start unloading the helicopter and get this party started.
Dangerous. The aspects of this is it being, you know, really cold water and fast current. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to get it done. So I'll reinforce the trailer to it if I can, and then getting to that front end. The front end is into the current head, so hopefully there hasn't been a lot of buildup on the front end of that truck.
Probably every bit about 10 feet of water right here. This water is moving much faster than it looks, probably deceiving on camera. It's pushing through here pretty good. The trick right now is gonna be getting Doug in the water and not letting him push too far downstream. So we're gonna have to get a good anchor for him. You could damn near just kind of put yourself against the front of the truck and just get pinned there.
Yeah. There. Once I'm in the water, just stay here. If something happens to me, if something goes wrong, I'm just gonna air up and float. That's like kind of like my fail-safe in the event of an emergency. So you'll have to chase me down. The current's gonna just rip me if I can.
Do you need to have you tethered to anything?
No, tethering in this kind of current would just add to me getting tangled up if something happens, you know. I'm confident, we got good visibility. Even though it's strong current, really cold water, I'm confident in my ability to get it done.
We'll run the rope first and then see, that'll give us an idea of what we need as far as length goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do that. We'll get you in. You're gonna run synthetic to the top of it right now. We'll go to our rope, we'll take the rope over the shore.
I'm a believer in synthetics, man.
It's rated for it. We're not gonna have a ton of drag in here. I mean, we'll have some drag with the water, but I don't think we have a ton of obstacles to get snug up on. Plan is pull upstream.
You can see across there, this angle, roughly. It's right here. Friends, you bring the truck right here, and then we're gonna start running cable.
Got Doug with the Yankum soft shackles. We're probably 75 feet from the boat, or from the truck right now, at a 45-degree angle. Doug's gonna put in, swim over to it, get a couple of lines attached to the front of it, and then to those lines we're gonna hook our synthetic rope and start running rope over to the wrecker. We're gonna try pulling it with the rope first and see how it does. I think it probably, as long as there's no major boulders that it hits under there, it should pull. If the rope isn't working, then we'll grab cable and run it, but we're gonna try to avoid running the cable if we can, just because it's a lot of cable, and when you're lifting that heavy cable in the water with the current, there's just a lot that could go wrong. The water is actually surprisingly chilly. This is a super, well-known river for summer recreation, but now we're in October, so temperatures have dropped and it's definitely chilly. Doug's feeling it.
Mountain water, fresh mountain water.
Yep. Fresh out of Jackson Hole, fresh out of the Tetons is where this river comes from.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turtle down.
By turtle, you mean the bottom?
Yeah, I'm gonna crawl along the bottom, and it'll diminish some of the resistance on the current and all of that.
Nice thing is he's got the vehicles facing upriver right now, so he can basically swim to the front of it and kind of lean against the front of the truck, and it'll hold him in place as he works on rigging. This is the hardest part right now, is finding a couple of good solid points to pull from. And then also he's going to swim back to the trailer connection and make sure that that's solid. If it's not, or if we're concerned about it, then we're going to hook another chain or a line. You want to take one with you now? Do you want to go 2 off the front or 1 off the front?
If I can do 2, let's do 2.
And then 1 for the trailer.
Yeah, 1 for the trailer.
So let me grab you one more. Down there somewhere, see his bubbles. This is actually a fairly dangerous dive, just because of how fast the water's moving and how much volume there is. You get stuck in a bad spot there, it'll just carry you downstream. Luckily it's not so deep that we can't jump in and grab him if there's an emergency, but still fairly risky. I also got to be careful to not drive right over him. Granted, this is a jet boat, so there's not like there's a prop that's going to hit him, but still, it's diver etiquette. You don't put the boat right over the diver, because he doesn't really know where I'm at right now, because he's focused on the truck. So what I don't want him to do is, get disoriented and pop up and hit the bottom of the boat. Granted, all he would do is bonk his head, but still, trying to avoid any head bonks today.
That's intense. Everything it looks times 100.
Yeah.
If I was weak, or I couldn't even get to the driver's side. There's no way. Yeah. Once I get to the tire, it's like the current's hitting the front end and then magnifying it.
Gotcha. So the rope is on the shackle as well?
Yes.
So we should need to grab that with the rope, start making our way to shore?
As long as that thing's floating, we're good.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna throw up there. I never felt like that in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's because it's so cold or so much exertion.
I think there's a lot of exertion, a lot of cold. Elevation too, we're at 6,000 feet.
Heck yeah. Extremely cold, a lot of force, and it took every ounce of my strength to just keep me down on the vehicle every step of the way. Like you can see my hands are all cut up. I've never been nauseous from diving. So I wasn't even able to get to the front of the vehicle. I had to get down under the passenger side, under the vehicle. I have one of the Yankum slings around the frame of the main frame under the cab, which is one of the strongest points of the vehicle.
We got our rope just kind of floating in the river now, so basically what we're gonna do is grab onto that and just start throwing the sections of rope on. All right, so the plan is we just went and got a few hundred feet of cable. Hopefully that's enough to get us across, maybe. Basically, we're gonna hook that onto the end of our rope now and then spool it up the shore, roll it all the way out, and then I'm gonna go up to the end of it with the boat, hook onto the boat, and then basically run it across the river.
Got mental toughness. Can't even feel it, really. See that? Like butter.
Mind showing us what you got, or?
Oh yeah, sorry. This is an industrial strength, custom made pair of trims, just for me. Found it at Walgreens.
We got 4,000 cubic feet per second that's flowing right now.
Now we've ran one winch line off of the truck, which is probably 100 feet. They've got some cable over there. They're stretching out right now. My guess is they're gonna have cable hooked to the truck and then start bringing it to us. We'll take our line, take it out to them, hook it up, and then hopefully start pulling.
Okay.
We pass me a drink. Where's cooler?
What do you want? Actually, I have a drink just for you.
Touchdown.
I wanted to catch.
Oh,
Perfect throw.
Thank you.
it was really good throws. Joy burst.
Don't read anything on it, just drink it.
If I quit,
If high school taught you anything, it's vanilla ices.
What are you doing, Diesel?
Working on my underwater basket weaving merit badge.
I'll just keep pulling. Line's getting tight, so we're about to start moving the truck.
Push out.
Sparks, was that truck right side up when you hooked it? Yeah, it's on the wheels. It's moving now, too. Yeah, I think it flipped upside down, too.
Oh, it's all the way upside down.
We're officially moving the truck. The truck used to be right below us, and now it looks like we've moved a solid, let's see. Oh yeah, we're making progress. See that? Right here.
That's gnarly. Yank them.
Hey, she's pulling good, so just keep that course right there.
You got Doug inside there driving it?
Yeah, Doug's in there, so don't go too fast because he doesn't have a seatbelt on. Truck's upside down too. That worked out great.
Yeah.
That's a lot of luck right there.
Look at that beautiful connection. Yeah. Meant to do that.
So somehow, once we've started winching on it, the truck just got pulled into the current funny and it flipped it right over, which you might think is a bad thing, but it's actually not, because now we just have the smooth top body of the truck riding along the bottom of the river, and we also have the frame exposed upwards, which the frame is where we're hooked to. So if for some reason we had the rope slipped off or something like that, we'd be able to easily re-rig it because the frame is now facing up. Doug had a hell of a time getting underneath there to find a good spot to hook because the current was pushing so hard. But you can see right here we got our Yankum soft shackle, which I think is probably the only thing holding the trailer on at this point. So it was a good call on putting that on. That hitch is not on anymore, right? I don't think so. Unless that hitch completely twisted around because the trailer's still upright.
It did look really twisted.
That's a weird thing to see.
truck when we started the day was definitely right.
That's not a good sign.
What just happened?
Can't tell.
Winch wasn't all the way engaged in. We have to pull it back, lock it, and then pull it. Yeah, we're good. We didn't lose anything.
You want me to get on it?
Probably be easier, you think, unless you can get it right here.
I'll try to hold it against that tire.
I can get on it.
So far, so good.
I'm just holding each length that we keep pulling out so it doesn't get all tangled in the bushes, and then we have to fight it because we got to move this by hand, not by machine. So we're almost ready to take another length out.
Keep going, it's rolling it. It's about to come. And 0!
Connecting to the next link, which should be that big wad of grass right there. I think we're good.
Ruined it myself.
Wow. That truck was straight. It was a nice truck when it hit that water.
I'm hoping the tailgate's still tied up in there somewhere.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna get that one running, that's for sure.
Nope. I'll pull the motor out more.
All right, so we got the boat and trailer this close to the shore, and we maxed out the length of the tow strap that Brian gave us. So what we did is we hooked right to the D-ring with the winch from the truck, which means this is the final pull up the bank. Once it's to the hook, we're out of here.
We're gonna reset the truck. We're too much of an angle. We have too much weight coming up that shore. There's too many obstacles. There's a bunch of trees and stuff it's hung up on, so we're gonna reset the truck so we can get a better pull, straight pull on it. Put a little more pressure on it.
Might need to have to hook it up here or higher or something.
Where is it hooked at?
I don't know.
Frame on the other side. If you keep pulling, we should be. Or what are you worried about?
It's rolling. We need to hook it front.
Let's just pull that other winch out and just go right here to this arm. Where are you wanting around there, Brian?
If you can go right back here in that hole.
Time for the ram to shine. They need to do some work. That's why we brought my truck.
This is good enough hook, just right here on the ball.
That truck didn't hardly have a dent in it when it went in that river.
Hey, get a little bump on it, Dave. Back up about a foot. All right, Dave, pull. Nice and easy, easy. Keep going. Yeah. Come back. Come back, Dave. Come back, Dave. All right, perfect. Sweet.
I guess that's one way to compact a truck.
Sad seeing it out of water.
People that have to deal with it today.
Yeah. I'm glad it wasn't me trying to pull it out of that water.
Boom up.
This is so fun. If you're watching this thinking like, oh, that would be so fun, just know that it really is just as much fun as you're thinking, if not quite a bit more. Today went very smooth though. Don't want to, what do they call it? Counter chickens yet? Counter eggs? I want to counter, I don't like the way that, I don't want to get too excited and then have it roll back in the river is what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying to find a cool analogy to say that, or like a parable or something. I actually don't think I've actually made the announcement yet. We are in the process of buying Brian's company. So buying Atlas Towing, which means we're gonna have this wrecker, we're gonna have a bunch of other stuff. And we're also in the process, as you guys have seen, of trying to do more with Mr. Doug Bishop. Doug's one of my good buddies, but I forget how many of you guys love Doug. When you saw him in the last video, people lost their damn minds. So thank you for supporting Doug. And Doug, how can they support you further?
Go to my channel, Doug Bishop, subscribe, consider becoming a member, because there's going to be a lot of really good content that's going to be coming out over the next few months. You guys aren't going to want to miss it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, everybody loves Doug on camera. Everybody sees him in the videos like, ah, it's Doug. They've loved him from the AWP days all the way until now. But I will tell you this, Doug's even cooler in person. This dude is just go with the flow, just get shit done. Even if he's getting his ass kicked in the river, he just comes up with a smile and he's like, I might barf, but I'm still happy. And that's just Doug. So if you ever get it, you know what we should do, Doug? We should put together an adventure where viewers can come do one of these with us. We get asked that all the time. We've been talking about doing it, but I think we should actually do it. Yeah. Maybe even solve a cold case. If you're not familiar with Doug, Doug for a long time has been in the towing and wrecking world, and he took those skills and knowledge that he had and he put them towards helping, you know, basically recover cars that have gone in the water. And not just recovering cars in water, but also finding cars where people are in the water with the car, missing people cases, missing persons. So they've done a lot of good. They had a really high profile case out near Lake Tahoe, Reno area, where they basically stepped in and what was it, within a day, you found Keely Rodney, this 16-year-old girl who went missing after a party after law enforcement had been searching for weeks. These guys literally rolled up, boom, there she is, pulled her out, found her, brought closure to the family. So damn good at what he does, and he's taken everything that he's learned in the towing world, in the diving world, and now he's put it all together into this kick-ass channel. So I'm gonna ask you guys one more time, please don't scroll past this until you click the link below, go to Doug's channel, give him some love, because based on what he's told me today, he's got some really cool shit coming very soon. It's already shot, it's already done. He's the guy who won't put it out unless it's absolutely perfect. So it's coming soon, right?
That's right, it's coming soon. Subscribe.
That was a lot of fun. Truck is out of the river, and it's actually a miracle that it came out in one piece like this and that the trailer stayed hooked up. I got to give a huge shout out to some people who made this happen, because what we just pulled off in the amount of time that we pulled it off was pretty incredible. So without guys like Doug Bishop, the guy is just the diver. He's the guy that I trust with my life when it comes to that stuff, and he killed it. Brian Gardner from Atlas Towing, who we're buying his towing company from, and he's going to continue to work with us as we move forward. You got Yankum Ropes, who provided the soft shackles and the synthetic rope that basically allowed us to reach the truck and be able to manage it, maneuver it in the water, because it's lightweight but super strong. Huge shout out to those guys, absolutely kicked ass. Jetstream Boats, our buddy Justin with First Power Sports for getting the Jetstream boat dialed in. Gator Step for helping us with the flooring in the boat. Cumberland Sales Company for all of our rigging. They provided us with shackles, D-rings, everything like that. The Sheriff's Department up here stepped up to help us close the road. Just group effort, and as you guys can see, when you get a good group together working well, you can pull off miracles like what we just did. That thing came out extremely well, and trailer still stayed attached, which is pretty awesome. And the fact that our Yankum soft shackle basically was what kept the trailer hooked to the truck, because it came off the ball, obviously. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. I love you.